And here we are back for another one, and I hope you guys are all okay on that side of the screen as always. Now, those of you that follow the channel, you know that I'm a huge fan, or at least a fan if I can say so, of the MX lineup of Android TV boxes, which is what I call budget Android TV boxes. And I've reviewed the MX3, MX4, MX4 Telos and MX5, and I've got the MX3G right over there waiting for me to test it out, and I'll test it out in a few weeks. But when I saw the MX Max, which is what we will be talking about in this particular video, I said to myself, I have to bring this machine to the channel and then share with the community, and actually great results, which we will see in just a few seconds. And that being said, let's cut the chit chat and let's go straight for the video. Okay, so here we are back with the MX Max that features the new Amlogic S905, which by the way is one of my favorite CPUs at this moment. Also 2 GB of DDR3 Ram, 16 GB of flash storage, and Android Loliipop 5.1.1. And regarding our usual and quick unboxing experience, once we open the package, we will find a quick user guide, which usually no one reads, the MX Max, 1 power adapter, 1 infrared remote control, and 1 HDMI cable. And now taking a closer look, honestly guys, there's nothing new on this type of box, which I really enjoy it. The style is very simple, but there's nothing new, but we will take a closer look. So looking at the front and on the left side, there are no ports at all as usual. On the right hand side, we will find 1 microSD card slot, 1 OTG connection and 2 USB 2.0 ports. At the back, 1 power input jack, AV out, gigabit Ethernet connection, HDMI and optical out. At the bottom, a rubberized surface, and at the top the MX Max memo box logo and that really nice and cool looking power button with the lights on the top. Now enough with the box at least for now and taking a closer look at the remote control included. This is an infrared remote control, guys. I'm tired of saying this. Infrared remotes work great for the basic usage, and this one actually had a really nice signal, even when we point out with the wide angle. But honestly, on my opinion, I've said this on many times, just get any wireless remote control and you will be much happier on the experience that you will have on your Android TV box, and this is on any Android TV box. And I'll try not to forget to post a link right somewhere here on the video so that you can check a video about wireless remote controls, which I'll talk about those remotes there and what they can improve in our usage. Now moving along, this box, the MX Max, comes with a launcher, which I'm sure that I'm posting on screen. It is a simple and basic launcher to use, but it's not my favorite. But this is nothing wrong because we can install any launcher, and those that follow the channel know that I love to use the KitKat launcher on my machines. But on this particular case, I'm using the M launcher. You can search for it on the Google Play Store. It's developed by the same guys that developed the KitKat launcher, but now it's a little bit improved. Now, one of the things that I was a bit surprised on this machine, which actually, if I'm not mistaken, of the over 40 boxes that we have reviewed here, this is the first budget box, and for sure that it's the first MX lineup box that I'm reviewing that has actually online updates, which I was really happy to see on the MX Max. Now, I don't know how frequent these updates will be, but as for now, they are working and they are trying to improve some problems that the machine has, which you will have the chance to see if there are any, or at least if I found any or not. Now, moving along to the benchmark. On disk speed test, we got 29 megabytes on reads and 14 megabytes on writes. On the network speed test, using as always my power line adapter, the Devolo Gigabit with Wi-Fi AC, we got on Wi-Fi 40 megabits of download speed and 20 megabits of upload speed, and on the Ethernet connection 100 megabits of download speed and 20 of upload speed. Now on Geekbench 3, 608 on single core score and 1721 on multi-core score, Antuntu with roughly 34,600, 3D Mark score iStorm Extreme 4327, and on Epic Citadel 47.7 frames per second of average score, which is not bad at all. Not the best scores that we have seen, especially on the disk speed, but sorry, but not bad at all. Now, talking about gaming, I did test out with two of my favorite games, which is Respawnables and Asphalt 8 Airborne, at least on the Android platform. These are two of my favorite ones, and as you can see also on screen, the experience was very smooth. I had no issues at all with this with these games on this machine, to be more precise. So I believe that any game that you will find on the Google Play Store, the MX Max will be able to play them out with no issues at all, and I was expecting that with the S905 CPU included. Also, game streaming from my computer to the MX Max was there had no issues at all. I could play at 1080 with 60 frames per second, and I did test out with Great Outer Spot, which I'll show you on screen as well, and Shadows of Mordor with a great experience. No lag, no issues. I did had a great experience here with this. Actually, this is the third machine. This is not the first one. This is the third machine with the S905 that I successfully test out with game streaming. So this is a CPU that it's actually proving its value over time when we add more machines here to the channel. Now, moving along, so we don't take too long on this particular video, but talking about the video playback right now, the MX Max comes with the optimized version of version 16, but this optimized version would be the version that I would suggest you guys to use it if you get the MX Max. Now, I did test out also the latest version available on the Google Play Store, and it's not the best version to play with the MX Max at this moment. At least it will need some corrections at least. On 1080 videos, both versions work great, but on 4K only the optimized version that comes pre-installed, which is great, will be able to give you the best experience. Now, as always, I did try some files from my personal library, MKV Blu-ray files that I've got on my NAS, streamed across my network and worked flawless, no issues at all. Everything is tested across my network, by the way, as you guys know, those that follow the channel, but I have no rights to show those movies, but I can show you the samples. So Buch Buny, and I'm sure that I already placed something there, Buch Buny, Tears of Steal and Sintel, up to 4K with H264 and H265 codecs work just flawless with the optimized version that comes on this machine. Once again, guys, work just flawless. And I also tested out the 10-bit 4K samples, Iceland and Dive into the New World, and the MX Max was capable of handling those files as well. And before I forget, all credits to are down below on the video description regarding these samples that I played. And one more thing that you can try actually regarding these 10-bit files is that they are hard to play. So I would suggest you guys that download and play them on your computers to see how easy it is and how hard it is. And then when a small machine like this is capable of playing those files, it's just great. Now, moving to our last test, which is the mirroring test. And for that, I always use my favorite app, which is AirPin Pro, and this is a premium app, totally worth it on my opinion. To do what? To airplay our machines here at home, especially the iPhone 4S, which we don't use that much, but we can mirror, as you can see on screen, and also we can stream videos to our TV through the box and the AirPin Pro app. And finally, the iMac streaming, which is something that we use a lot here at home to play live slideshows on the living room, and these files are high bitrate files, and I always use the same tests. And for those that follow the channel, you are tired of hearing me saying this, but it's magazine styles, sliding panels, and vintage prints, and the experience was great, both on image and also on audio. The experience was flawless. There was no issues at all. Image was very smooth, and also was the audio. And that is it, guys. So in conclusion, things that I did like the most was the design itself, which is once again nothing new, but I keep on liking this design. Very simple, very elegant, with the power button on the top and the light. One more thing that I did like was the online updates on this budget box. It's rooted from factory, which is great for those that want to install things that otherwise you couldn't. And finally, it's capable of game streaming at 1080 with 60 frames per second. On the other hand, things that I did like the least, there were none that I could see. There is a remote that I don't like, but this happens in any box, so I will not throw that in. Just get the wireless remote and you will be more than happy, and that is it. So we have reached the end of another review, this time the MX Max. Hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did so, don't forget that usual thumbs up. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.